Good morning. I'm Grandpa Gary and I just got here. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. I have the OMP Challenger out here with me today, and I'm going to be in grandpa mode all day today. My wife and the other ladies are going shopping, so I needed to get my flight in early today so that I'm ready to mess around with the grandson, my little grandson Troy. He's going to be so much fun today. We're gonna be having all kinds of fun, I'm sure. But let's start the morning off right with a nice flight of the OMP Challenger, and we'll pack it up. We are flying in just a little bit of rain, and the wind is coming from the south, which works out pretty good for this flying location. Let's get this thing in here and have some fun. I see several people on, including my good friend Dasherly Dave. I see a few other guys on. I do appreciate it, guys. This Challenger I picked up online from Buddy RC, which I think is in Columbus, Ohio. Like I said, we're going to take off that direction. The wheels on this are a little bit small, but I think it's going to work okay. Yeah, it worked fine. You can see this thing has a pretty good roll rate. I got it in low rates. You see the bottom of the airplane is all white, making it blend in with the sky a little bit. But it flies just like an ugly stick, if you've ever had one of those. I got my first one still in the basement, still damaged from when I crashed it. I was hoping one of these days to fix it up, but it had been crashed a few times, and it has a lot of epoxy glue, and so it's pretty heavy. I think we were flying it with a 60 size motor, and it probably needs, with all that weight, it probably needs something in the 90 range now to really pull it around well. You can see this thing knife edges very well. Now, I am flying this on 3S today, and that's what it's designed to be flown on. But I had upgraded the speed controller in this because I burned it up. I forgot that it flies on 3S, and I put a 4S battery in there. And so that's when I decided, well, the motor is capable of flying on 4S. It was just a speed controller, so I upgraded it to a speed controller that could handle my 4S battery. But more recently, the 4S battery that I was using was in Arrows RC Edge 540 when I crashed it, and it got damaged. It was the most damaged thing in the airplane. So, other than the spinner, of course, because that airplane went straight into the ground. Had to stop talking for just a second. I'm trying to be a little bit tricky, and just needed to think through it just a little bit. I rolled out of that different than normal. I rolled out of that to the left instead of the right. But I got the parts I need to fix the Edge 540 I just won't be able to do it today because, like I said earlier, I'm going to be in grandpa mode all day today. And I was afraid that I'd be in grandpa mode until dark, so that's why I got out here as early as I could to try and get my flight started. That way I wouldn't interfere with them getting started on their little shopping spree. This airplane, it's doing about everything. Let's throw it into high modes and take it up and see if we can get it to tumble pretty good. That was pretty good. A little bit of a stall. That might have been hard for you guys to see. Trying to push it over at the top. Slow it down. Don't want to get the wings out of alignment when you're going quite this slow. Kind of that Harrier mode, even though I'm keeping it pretty level. Not too alpha or nose up, but still pretty slow for a stick. And I don't know if this thing is supposed to be 3D capable, but it's pretty darn close there. This thing, I could have fun with this for a really long time. I got a 3S 3000 in there today. And even though it's got a little bit of rain, I do have the winter bag on the controller today. You guys can see. And it's helping my hands not get cold from the little bit of wind and the rain that we got going on. It's keeping my hands dry and the wind off. So I'm doing pretty good other than my nose is cold. There's a timer starting to tell me that my normal 5-minute flight time is up. Big old barrel roll. And we'll bring it around here for a nice easy landing. Give it plenty of time to work things out on its own. Nice and easy. Wow. And you can see that it didn't like rolling in the grass. It's got, like I said, it's got some pretty small wheels. And I can hear the prop cutting through the grass just a little bit. But even though it's got those little tiny wheels, the motor on this airplane has got so much power that it pulls right through it, no problem. Just amazingly, it was a pretty good morning for flying, even though we got a little bit of rain coming down, got a little bit of wind. It's very cloudy. It just seems like everything that shouldn't be good wasn't an issue at all. And this airplane performed really well. I was really happy with today's flight. Had a good time. And I appreciate all you guys supporting the channel. Big thanks to the Lord that I'm able to be out here. And guys, until tomorrow, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Me too, Mark. I'm glad you caught it.